We were going to work on a 1-inch strap today, and excuse the mess. I've been working on sublimating my logo on the stuff from my bag tags. But anyways, so sublimation we will learn about on this channel, I promise you. Sublimation, making bags, working with heat transfer vinyls, making shirts, making all kinds of stuff. So we are going to make a strap for this bag. Like I said, I wish I would have shot a video of making my stuff, but I haven't yet. So being that I originally made this bag without anything to like hold it with, it's just maybe a wristlet could have came off the zipper or something. I figured I'll put a strap, add a strap to it. This is just a little thing I made in the hoop with my embroidery machine, like I said, which we'll be doing some in the hoop stuff. We'll be doing embroidery stuff on this channel. We'll be doing some cool stuff. But anyways, so I got my hardware for my other straps. I do need my adjustable slider though. I forget where I put that thing. I have it though. But yeah, it's just a little stadium game day bag, whatever you want to call it. I figured clear, help kind of get through security. Baseball season's right around the corner, like literally a couple weeks away. Spring training's already started. And so yeah, I figured, what the heck? How are you going to carry food and drinks if you got to hold this thing? So I figured a crossbody strap would be pretty cool. But adding it on after the fact, a little more challenging. I've never, like I said, I'm brand new to a lot of this, and I just started using rivets. I believe those are rivets, or double-sided, yeah, double-sided rivets. So we're going to use a little bit of this waterproof canvas, which is the same as the bag has on the inside, and the zipper tabs. Waterproof canvas. We're going to do the baby blue on one side of the strap, the baby blue, and we're going to do the baseball material on the other side. So double-sided strap for this bag here. Let's go. So I have my material. I'm going to give it a quick iron. So since a strap, if you're using one piece of material to do the whole strap, you want to multiply whatever width you want your strap to be at the end. You want to multiply that number by 4. So 4 inches if you're using one piece, but we're using 2 pieces, so we're going to cut that in half. So we need 2-inch strips of this and 2-inch strips of the waterproof canvas. So I'm going to give this guy, we only need 2 inches, so I'm going to try to go along this here. I want this 1 inch to be in the middle. So we're going to take 2 inches from this strip all the way down. So we give that a quick press. I think it's going to be cool because the logos will be on the top of the strap and the blue canvas will be on the bottom. But it has swivel hooks, so I guess you could wear it either way, top or bottom. I'd imagine you'd want to wear it on top though, it'd probably look better. Whoops. So we're just going to knock this out real quick. I don't even know if we're recording. Okay, we're recording. Like I say, guys, I'm really new to all this. I just got my sewing machine in January, and so I started making some bags, and people are really liking them, and they want me to make some videos. So, I mean, I'm sure ironing people know how to do already, but oh well. You get a little bit of iron. Like I said, excuse me, if you hear birds and dogs in the background, my sliding glass door's open because it's a very beautiful day here in St. Petersburg, Florida. The weather's gorgeous. I believe it's March 24th. Yeah. So it's very rare that it's this quiet in this house that I can actually videotape something, but here we are. Kids are in school. All right, so we got our fabric. I believe this fabric's about 58 inches wide. I like to make my straps the overall length about 56 inches, but I'll just rip the whole thing. So I wish this was clear, but it's not. But we're gonna say this is a 2-inch wide ruler. So probably won't get all of it in the 1 inch, but we can at least get the half part of the R, the starburst, the AY and S, and like half and half of the TB to be sitting on top. So we're gonna just line that up. And by ironing it, hopefully we're gonna reduce the amount of stretch when we cut this guy. See, I don't know. It's looking kind of wonky already. But it could be the material as well. Could be kind of twisted. I don't know. Where's my little weights? I like my little weights. These guys are fun. They just kind of put some weight on here. Just kind of matching up the diamonds. Trying to get those kind of be as even as possible. I don't think it's going to be perfect. Like I said, when they make this material, it's probably not perfect, but I like to try to be as perfect as I can be. Just because it's your brand, people are going to see it. Like I said, I think I did a good job of centering all this, all kind of meats. Looks the same on both sides. So, like I said, I like to, I guess you would call it fussy cut. Like I wish this was clear, but it's not. I have a 2-inch, I believe, but it's only like 12 or 14 inches. So I like this to be longer. Whoops, and I just stretched that all out. So that's looking pretty good, guys. So, whoops, sorry, didn't mean to move the little table. All right. So, we're gonna do the rotary cutter. A lot of people might outline their stuff and cut it later. Actually, you know what? That's probably what I should have did first. That's what I should have did first. I should have interfaced this first and then cut it. Let's do that. Told you, we're all learning. We're all learning. I'm gonna do a little heavier, a little heavier interfacing since it's thin. But it does gonna be on the back of the waterproof canvas. So that has a little bit of stability when it's folded over. We're gonna use some Decaville Light, I believe is what this one is. Yeah, L for light. 5 yards, 5L. So let's do this guy first. Let's interface this thing. I am going to just keep recording. I'll be, I guess, talking at the same time. If you guys want to fast forward through this, fantastic. But if not, so, all right. So we're probably gonna have to do it in 2 strips, which is, I think, fine. I don't think we'll have any issues with that. Whoa, that was loud. Of course, we want to go a little bit wider, obviously. We're going to be cutting it out of the fabric itself anyways. So we're just going to rip it. Not too concerned if it's straight, but I guess I kind of want it. Well, no, because this pad doesn't line up with this pad anyway, so we're not going to do that. There's 2 cutting mats down here. One's horizontal, one's vertical. Like, it's all jacked up, but I wanted the whole table to have the cutting mat on it, so. Alright, so I think that'll be wide enough. Where did I do it with my rotary cutter? have it? Oh, here it is. All right. So we're down, and I'm just gonna cut. We're gonna cut 2 of these because that's only, I think, 36 inches. Not even 35 inches. So we'll just cut 2 of them. I can use the remnants on something else, I'm sure of it. Let's see here. That looks pretty good, I think. And there we go. Always close these up. These things are so sharp, they're not even funny. I nicked myself on the knuckle the first day I got it. I was like, wow, I barely even touched my finger. It's always the little cuts that bleed the most, I'll tell you. All right, so we're done with that guy. We are now going to get our fabric. I gotta get my ironing board back out again. Why didn't I even think about this? Like I said, I'm not used to shooting videos, so I'm kind of a little flustered. But we will get through this. I just use a little tabletop one. I don't have a room for have a big old ironing board set up out here right now. All right, so we already ironed our bottom half that we want to get our rip out of. So we're going to start down here, I suppose, and we want to go along where we wanted our thing. Our kind of 1-inch pattern. Stuff is wrinkly, so it's probably going to stretch some stuff out. I don't know. Obviously, the shiny glue side is down, your dull side's up. You want the glue to adhere to the material. So that would make sense, right? You want this to... We got our iron still hot, right? Iron hot, yep. Set to cotton. I don't know which is better, which angle, if this is better for you right here or not. I'm actually just gonna give that a quick little warm it up. Alright, so I feel like I'm working in the wrong direction. Normally I work from this end down. I don't know why I'm all the way down here. Let's switch that up. This feel. Since I'm right-handed, I don't know, the iron and just, I don't know. Weird, maybe I'm weird, maybe I'm weird. Quick press. You could feel like, I mean, we just ironed it, so you can still feel like it's, moisture's coming out of it. All right. So we got our line. And we're just gonna kind of stay within those diamonds. At least you can kind of see through this stuff. So, and we're just gonna give it a press, get this end stuck. Just gonna work it along. I'm gonna kind of pull on the actual Decaville instead of letting the Decaville stretch that fabric all funky. Because I think it does do a little, and I'm not pulling hard on it, just kind of laying it out. So I don't want it to like cool off and then shrink up, which that may happen too, I don't know. I haven't used this. I've only used this on like bag interfacing. I really haven't used it much on anything else. So let's just get under here, heat that guy up, and then bam. Ooh, shoot. Felt like a little. So you got wrinkles in the material already. That's good. Stuck down there, right? Yeah, it's stuck. Alright. So this will give the strap a little more structure. Even though it might not need it. I mean, I don't know. I've never did this material with waterproof canvas before. So, I mean, it could be sturdy enough without it. But like I said, we'll learn together. Get the other strip. That'll be cut. We're just gonna butt it up here. I don't think this will have any issues as far as noticing it inside the strap as two pieces. Once everything's sewn together. So lock this guy down here. Still kind of keeping it straight between those diamonds, because we're going to cut off a little off of each end of this anyways. Oh, you know what, guys? Oh, I totally goofed. I maybe shouldn't have did the whole thing. Okay, whatever. Maybe I should have just did the 1-inch strip down the center. I don't know. Whatever. Here we go. We're gonna get an extra sturdy strap. How about that? Sounds good to me, right? I'm good if you're good. Oops. So we'll get this out of the way. Like so. We will cut off this end here. Put it with our scrap stabilizers or interfacings. I do a little bit of embroidery too, so you might hear me call something a stabilizer. Or it should be called interfacing. All right, so we have our piece interfaced, and you can already feel the difference. Pretty cool. So let's get our 4-footer out here. So we already know we want to stay in between. Probably could have hit that on both sides too, but oh well. With the heat, I mean, that looks pretty good. Diamonds are all looking roughly the same. Maybe. That's what's throwing me off, is the fabric's crooked. So it's making everything else look wonky. Just cut here. Alright. Looking pretty smooth. Looking pretty smooth, guys. Alright, so we are just gonna rip it. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna mark it. I'm not gonna do anything. And feel free, if you see me doing something, you got better ways to do it, hey, let me know in the comments. We're all here to learn. I learned a lot of stuff on YouTube in the past few months that has just been awesome. Go there. And then we'll do this side here. I don't know if I should go this way. Go this way. All right, we got that. We're just gonna gently slide this material down. So we got the mat here. We'll slide our yardstick down here, or yardstick, our 4-foot stick. Well, by moving that, we definitely shifted some things. This is going to be the end of the strap anyways, and it's probably going to be a few inches longer than I'm going to need. So if it's off a little down here, probably not a big deal. There's definitely something happening down here. I don't know what it is. Let's straighten back up some. I don't know. Well, like I said, it's we'll go with this. We'll just make sure the top edge is nice. Try to stay on where we were just at. Turn off the edge. Turn off the edge. Alrighty. So have our, hopefully it cut through. Yep. Oh, not the end. Not the end. Oh, where are we at here? Alright. So we got that. We can put our little pattern weights back. Pretty cool. I don't know what's up. There's the top right there. Done with this piece of material. Get it out the way. We're gonna get our blue stuff. This stuff is so cool. You guys, if you haven't worked with this waterproof canvas, man, especially if you're like messing with bags. So we look really good going through here. And this is where we start getting a little wonky. Something over here. But we can make this 2 inches shorter, probably, maybe a little shorter than that. And we can make this the end that loops over with the clasp and the slider, so we can keep it underneath. And we should be able to hide that end. And this end will all be exposed, and it should be like the 1 inch right down the line, which I think is going to be pretty cool. So let's put this guy to the side. Somewhere. All right. So probably go off the other end so I don't have to waste all that stuff that's still hanging. Even though we do have to make a strap connector anyways. I guess we can just rip that end. No. So this stuff is roughly, I think this table's 5 foot. So I'd say this is probably 56 inches. So, and again, I don't know how straight this is cut, but you see how there's the back side is like a PVC, and the front side is your right side and not right side. Where they say right sides together. So with this, we're gonna have to just, luckily this has no pattern, so we can just run a rip from one side and the other side, starting at the end here. What do I do? Good. You can kind of iron this stuff when you get to this here. Like if you're using any of that, just be careful. Iron it from, I'd put down some kind of like Teflon or something between the iron and that. Not saying that you're gonna melt this side, but the PVC on the back maybe. Just a FYI. Be gentle with it. I wouldn't like go crazy on it. Maybe set your iron to a lower set. Like I think there's like wool's a little lower, silk maybe not hot enough, I don't know, but all right, so let's run this rip here. Why is this corner weird? I don't know, maybe I dented my ruler. This is aluminum, so again, we're going 2 inches because we're going to fold in each side to the center a 1/2 inch, which will make a 1 inch piece. I did not use my weights on this material just because it's not totally different than that cotton. So it's not stretchy, it's not, you know, anything like that. Alright, so we're gonna slide down our thingamajiggy, our ruler here. That really doesn't matter. You just want to get remotely lined up to where our cuts were last time. We look good, look good. Run it off the end. Run it off the end. Oh! Run it off the end. It's okay, Fate. What is it, the mailman? Ouch. She thinks she's a guard dog. She just barks a lot. Alright, so we're good with that. Actually, we're not good with that. Let's make our lines. We'll draw our fold line. It's pretty much just going to draw a line dead center at 1 inches, which I'm not going to use this one because I want to see what's going on. So let's get our 1 inch line here. Down here. Looks good. So this is the back of your stuff, so it really don't matter. I just use a pen. And mark it down the center. Line that up, 1 inch. good, that's good. Down a tad. Alright, we're gonna call that a day. And down to the end. Definitely look like we're fatter on that side. This is that funky end. Remember we were talking about it? So I don't know. We're lined up. Just looks like this side's wider. All right. There it goes. Definitely wider. I don't know what I don't know what happened down here, but all right. So now we're going to grab some, because it's a fat piece of tape. So as long as you look like you're going down the center, you're probably close enough that you're gonna catch both sides anyways when you do fold. So to save time, I suppose, let's go down the center. Tape, or what looks like center, and we shouldn't, even if we did catch this tape in our needle, it's not going to really gum it up. This isn't like super like, there's some really super sticky double-side tape that like can seriously gum up your needle, possibly causing skip stitches or whatnot. Right, here's that part. I'm not really a fan of this part. I might throw something on that part where I put the two pieces that's interfacing. If the one piece wasn't long enough, I might go do something about that. I might throw a little piece of tape there or something after I pull this up. This is that wonky end. So just tear that off. Alright. So once we get this down, once we pull up this white second side of tape, you'll probably see your line underneath it. I'm pretty sure you will. So you didn't like do the line for nothing, by the way. We just might have didn't have to fold before. Come on. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get this separated. All right. Yep. It is clear, so you're still going to see your line underneath here. So what I say look best for the camera, between 12 and 14 in this area. So let's turn it this way so you guys can see what's going on. So if we fold here, it's going to stick. It's going to stick. We fold this side in, so now we have, you're folding your wrong sides together, I guess you would call it. And this is going to be the top side of our strap. Well, again, it probably doesn't matter because either way you flip it, it's got swivels on it. So boom, so far it's coming out how I thought it was going to look. That's pretty dope. Like, that's going to be sick going down the whole thing. If we can keep that one end from being wonky. But we think we had a fix for that anyway, so we're just going to continue to fold this. Like I said, I'm not editing this video. I'm not going to add fast forward. I'm not going to time lapse. I don't have time to edit. I just don't. I got too much stuff with my kids. I take care of my handicapped father, my disabled father, should I say. He's not handicapped, he's disabled Vietnam vet. So I have a lot on my plate. Editing video is not one of them. But I do have some stuff coming up as far as, because I do want to make a nice channel. I do want to have quality videos. I don't know if you can see me. I want us to learn. I want to learn from you guys. I want you guys, if I got some tricks for you guys, learn some stuff. But I like the idea that, So back to what I was saying. Sorry. I do have some cool camera equipment because I used to be what you would say, I guess, a photographer by trade. I don't know. That was my source of income. Did a lot of drone photography, a lot of real estate stuff. Never got into weddings, but I ain't got time to be dealing with that stuff. No way. I ain't getting no bridezillas. Nah. I'm good. I'm good. It's okay if your interfacing starts to separate a little bit. It'll be fine. It'll be stitched in. It'll be good. So just continue to go along the way here. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have interfaced the whole thing. I don't think it's rather thick. It's getting thick, like literally, like that's almost a strap by itself. But it looks good. It's looking good. Like I said, I probably would have did those folds first and just interfaced a 1-inch strip down the center. So this part would be so much easier to flip over. Like this stuff is getting stiff. Like. But who cares? It's going to be a solid strap regardless. You know, it's about the quality, right? So hey, put some extra stuff in there. Make it feel quality. This ain't China. It's American made, folks. Handmade. Handmade. Benjamin Bevilacqua. Handmade. Bevy & Co. Coming live from the So Shack at Oh, again, about going live. So I've been doing research on YouTube, and you have to have 1,000+ subscribers to go live. I would much rather go live than have to like mess around and make videos. Oh, I said I wanted to do something here. I don't know what I want to do. I wonder if I put a piece of tape across here, would that make a difference? It's just, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be fine. We're not gonna mess with it. We don't need to add any more materials in here than that what we've already done. That's for sure. We got plenty of stuff in here. Still looking good. Our pattern's still looking good. We measured it out pretty good that we got most of the logo on the top of the strap, which is the point that we were trying to do. We were trying to get that to run down the whole strap, not be like cut off halfway and looking all goofy. So I think we were successful in doing that. Yay, go us. So yeah, when you're doing your I think what they call it, fussy cutting, is when you're looking for your exact pattern to show. You're, I believe, fussy cutting because it's frustrating, I would say. Or you're being fussy, maybe? I don't know. But I love to have the stuff match up. I just do. I think it looks cool. It looks like you put some effort and time into it because you did. You know, you just didn't cut a piece of material because that's what it, you didn't want to waste anything. Well, sometimes you got to waste some stuff. I mean, making those galaxy bags, I mean, there was a lot of waste because I wanted those exact systems, those clusters of stars and the colors they had in the patterns. They weren't like side by side like this. Like they were like chunks all over the place. So there was a lot of waste to get those. But hey, it looks so much better than just cutting that material because you want to save 50 cents or something. Probably not even 50 cents. You'd rather have your product that you're going to hopefully be profitable on look good versus, you know, maybe wasting a little bit of your fabric. Which I'm sure those bigger pieces of scrap, you could find something to do with it. Make zipper tabs with it or zipper pulls with it maybe, you know, something like that. But your main focus of your bag obviously is, you know, what you're creating in your head, how you see it. You know, you want to put it out there. Yeah, I'm talking about it. Let's just show you. I know this has nothing to do with this 1-inch strap video, but we're talking about wasting fabric. This cluster, you know, that wasn't like side by side. There was big chunks of just purple and blue space. So I physically had to like find these chunks and, you know, find those patterns. You know, I wanted that there, that here, and this little gimmick here and here. That wasn't right next to each other, so there was a lot of, I guess you'd call it, waste in the middle. Like here, I wanted this ice cream truck to be centered, and not bad. I mean, I don't think it looks too bad. A little off, I guess, but it's my first time making this bag. I didn't know how it was going to lay out. Obviously, I could have went further right. And this is another one where this truck isn't right next to each other. Like, it's way down here again. So you're gonna waste a lot of fabric in here too. But no, I don't even call it waste. Like, you know, it's over here. It's just, you know, I don't know. I just find you should take time to try to find your centers. Like, try to match up, you know, your crosses. You know, that was close, not perfect. This was my first in the hoop clutch that I did on my embroidery machine. Again, this pattern, you can kind of get away with it. You know, you want, like, those are pretty straight lines. Like, that's where you're gonna see it the most, is on your edges. You know, and that's pretty darn straight. Same here with here. I wanted that pattern to go down the center. Pretty darn good, you know, for doing like that applique. Like, I was, you know, that's your goal, is to shoot for, you know, that's my goal at least, is to try to get your pattern as best centered as possible, like to where it looks good. You wouldn't want like half of a head here, and I don't know, obviously, but everybody's their own creative person. That might be a look you're going for. I don't know. Do it. Might look cool. I'm not saying it won't look cool. I would, yeah, this, alright, so this is good. I'm just saying, that's what I do. I visualize that out. I look at the patterns. I visualize what, see, this is that funky side. Now we're getting thrown off here. So I don't know, whatever. We're still gonna do, probably could tuck it in a little further down here. I don't know if that's gonna twist anything up. Maybe it will, probably will, I don't know. We'll go a little bit over that line that we made, because I said something doesn't look right down here. So we'll see if we can get away with going a little over that center line that we thought was center, but we don't think is center anymore due to the fact that something happened down there. Okay, it's still looking good. Okay, so yeah, by bringing it over, I don't know, see, something moved or something shifted. So now I'm coming over our center line because it's definitely not centered anymore. Maybe 1/8 of an inch just to finish that off, to kind of keep it going with the straight pattern that we were going for. Remember, at the very beginning, we already talked about that end looked wonky. So we're staying straight. We're not even paying attention to that line anymore. Trying to find like our 1/2 inch mark by just looking at the material. You can tell it, yeah, we're definitely 1/8 of an inch, if not more, at the very end. So, but like I said, this end, well, now it doesn't matter because it's straight. Well, a little funky there, but this end here, shit, that's going to be cut off anyways. This is going to be rolled up probably twice. So, and this is going to be folded over with a Yeah, we're gonna be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's gonna look good. I'm thirsty though. I've been doing a lot of talking about nothing. All right, so we got our strap. Get an idea. The D-rings for the other side. This is gonna go on here, like so. These are 1 inch. Oh yeah, that's gonna look hot. With the baby blue on the back side. Ooh, ooh, fire! This is cool because we got the baby blue inside their logo here. We got the yellow in the starburst, the yellow in here. So we're keeping all our stuff together. Now this stuff here is no joke. I'm not gonna lie, this stuff here is not the easiest to fold over and keep in place. Like this stuff is no joke. Especially, we'll have to use a stronger tape. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. So we're not gonna use this 2-inch two-sided tape. This is a Tandy leather. I believe this one is Tandy leather. This is a lot stronger adhesive. They might even call it permanent. But we will be using this for this stuff here because when this stuff's folded over, it likes to just pull off of that not as strong stuff. Only because this, even the back of this, the adhesion doesn't like, it's not like this fabric here. Like that tape, that glue on that tape kind of, I mean, it's still coming up. So you don't have a whole long time to work with that stuff. So we're gonna try to get this knocked out real quick. I will be making a line on this only because I just feel that it's gonna be a little easier. Because this, we're gonna be using 2 pieces of tape versus one. One because it's thinner, but 2 because I want each side to have its own full thing and not share a little. I don't have too much, I don't really have thick stuff of this one. So, or the width wise thick. Because this I usually use for like zippers and other stuff like that. So we're just gonna place this on here. So another 1 inch. Looks good. Probably don't have to be as precise as I'm trying to be. But I do that because when I'm in front of my kids, I don't know, I like them to see, you know, don't just half butt something. You know, do it. Take your time, do it right, make it straight. Don't just throw a line down there. That doesn't make sense. Like, I try to teach them to do it the right way and don't cheat or try to half-ass something when it's only gonna take you what, a couple seconds longer. Well, not with me, because I try to get too precise. That's probably my downfall. All right, so we got that guy, that guy. All right, so instead of doing our folds first, because you're not gonna see the fold anyways, and it's not gonna stay. So it's just, we're just gonna tape it right away. That's probably why I didn't tape that other piece right away, because I wasn't thinking right. So, all right, so like I said, this one's gonna get 2 pieces. So we're gonna come over here. I should be doing this from the other side so y'all can see what I'm doing. Now I'm really screwed up because, all right, well, I guess I can do it this way. So yeah, I'm just gonna be, I don't know, just on the other side of that 1-inch line, which is our halfway, half-inch, or no, 1 inch, half of our 1-inch line. Sorry, that's where your fold's gonna come over. Telling you folks, tape everything. It makes life so much easier. It really does. Stuff is sticky. Sticky icky. Alright, now we're gonna do the other side. Same thing, just on the inside of that line. Because we really don't want this stuff getting in our needle. And I'm not going to be creative on this one. Well, maybe I will. I will. Well, no, because you're really not going to see it. Normally when I try to get fancy, I'm only my second strap. This will be my third strap, y'all. So don't let me make you think like I know what the heck I'm doing here. But like I said, I've tried to get fancy, and I don't know, they look kind of cool. But that was with just a solid color on top, and I like to make my threads pop. So I've been practicing with like different colored threads on some of these bags, like that black bag, that Black Galaxy bag. I used a lavender purple thread, which looks really cool on the coming off that black vinyl. You know, a lot of people will hide their stitches because, you know, when you use contrasting thread, I mean, it can really show flaws, you know, which, whatever. I mean, you're only human. These are custom, right? I mean, they're not a factory where these things are just getting sewed hundreds at a time. So yeah, I think some flaws make your bag unique anyways. I mean, if it's a ridiculous flaw, I get it. Like if it's like really obvious. But I don't know. Some of these people, the people that purchase my stuff, like they're like, I don't know. Like they like me. They like support me. Like a flaw to them, honestly, they probably wouldn't even inspect the stuff the way I inspect it. But like I've messed up. I've not changed my stitch length. You know, when I top stitch, you're supposed to supposedly make it longer when you're top stitching. Yeah, I've accidentally sewn the whole bag at like 3. My first bag, the very first bag, yeah, I was sewn at like 3.5. Came out good. All right, but I'm gonna take a little break right now, and I'll be right back. Now we're gonna pull the ends off of this guy. Let's see. Hopefully these stick better. That came off a lot easier. Let's see. Hopefully. Because these we're going to have to stick down and get to sewing. I'm pretty sure. Well, no, like I said, this is going to stick a lot better. So we might have some play time with this stuff. This is the waterproof canvas I was telling you about. This is going to be technically the bottom of the adjustable strap, crossbody strap. But being that it's going to be on swivel hooks, it could be the top as well. So depends on the person who's wearing it, what they want to show off. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna stick with the baseball team logos facing top side. I mean, if I was wearing a crossbody messenger bag or something, I would probably have the team logo hanging out. So you're just going to continue to go along your 1 inch line, or your half of 2 inches. Just finger folding it. Stuff actually sticks so much better than the other tape. It's just, I don't know if it's any more expensive or not. It might be. Yeah, because I think the other stuff I got like 5 different size rolls came in a pack on Amazon, and which was fine. I mean, if you're gonna stick it in so quick. But sticking it, letting it sit, going to take care of other people, and coming back to your project, it's probably going to be unstuck. I think that was about, I don't know, half an hour worth of time that had elapsed. Put the garbage can on the other side, is what it should be doing. Yeah, so much easier with the 2 strips. And just making sure the one side is stuck to its own strip of the double-sided tape. Oh yeah, looking good, looking good. And we're gonna go to the other side now. Please come right up. Yes, it does, because it's a whole lot stickier than the other stuff. And fold down. You see what I'm doing here? Your outside. So that's your right side, and this is your wrong side being folded on the wrong sides. Right there. So, and normally, if you were going to be trying to get creative with your top stitching on your straps, you would take this piece, well, you would say if this was your top piece of your strap, you could sew down the side or sew down the middle, depending what you wanted to do with your top stitches and how you wanted it to look. You would probably go down the center or just further off the edges for your first stitch of just this piece, and then when you combine the 2 together, you could do the whole edge, so you have 4 lines of stitches on top if you prefer to do that, which can look pretty cool. I could show you a sample somewhere before I did that. Excuse me. Sorry, not to be rude. Had to take a sip of water. And so we're going. Like I said, you could fast forward through this part. I'm probably not gonna like go in and edit and speed it up. That's the thing with these crossbody straps, they're pretty long, so they entail a lot more stuff. If you were just making handles, these would probably be like, I don't know, 25 inches long maybe, and not 58 inches. Well, either way, you'd have to do 2 of them, so you'd still be doing roughly 50 inches, so, but whatever. So you just stick the wristlets, 14 inches. Let's go. See you, buddy. God, I wish I could play some music on this in the background without getting in trouble on YouTube. Maybe that's why you see a lot of people on YouTube with like earpods in. They're probably listening to music. Smart. Alright, so that went a lot faster than the raised one. But the raised one, we had logos to deal with, trying to line them up. So, to give you an idea, which you probably already know, but I'll show it on here anyways. This is going to be your bottom. This is going to be your tops underneath. Stick this down. So we're probably just going to stitch this one time. And I may even throw some tape down the center of this to stick this. Where are my sticks? Don't want to get any threads hanging out when we're sewing. Snip that off. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably throw a piece of tape down the center just to hold it in place while we're stitching it. Because I'm probably only going to stitch it with 2 lines. Like I said, you're not going to really see the stitching on the raised side. So that's looking pretty sick. So here's going to be your strap. Strap's going to be one side here, one side here. Looks pretty cool. I think so. It's going to be pretty sick. Alright, so I guess we are, well, I guess I could tape down the center real quick. I'll probably use that cheaper tape. It'll be easier. And it's wider, so like I said, don't be scared to use your tape. It's a lifesaver. It'll keep all your fabric straight while you're stitching in case something happens. That looks pretty good. It looks like it's all still where it's about supposed to be. So just throwing this down the center here. And this tape should all miss your needle if you're sewing like 1/8 of an inch off the edge here. Because you'll be just inside the tape when you do your top stitch. So you should mix this all together. So I'm saying this stuff's not as sticky, so it doesn't come up as easy as I think the other one's Tandy leather tape, if I remember correctly. Alright, so did we, I can't remember, was it the same length? Alright, so the bottom's a little longer. So these are 2 clean ends. That one needs to be cut a little bit. Alright, so yeah, we'll start at this end. Right here. How can I do this? I want to face you guys. So this end doesn't really matter. So here we go. We can always trim both ends. So just keeping it even, keeping it even. Yeah, this stuff definitely doesn't stick that well to the waterproof canvas. So it'll stick good enough to hold it in place. go top stitch this guy. Get the camera all set up. So we're at the machine now. Should have had test stitched this material together, but I think we're set up for success. So I'm gonna do 1/8 of an inch seam allowance, which is about the width of the foot right here. Not the whole foot, but the inside, like presser foot. We're gonna do lengthen our stitch to 4.5, like so. And being that we're so inside the presser foot, it's all gonna have to be done by hand. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Meaning what I say by hand is I can't use my guide. It doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe I could do it down here. I don't know, I've never done this before. Maybe, that might work. I'm gonna put it way up here. But now the foot's in the way, so I guess we can try it. I don't know. That moves a lot though, because there's no magnet on this side. But I guess it can keep you kind of close. I'm still not happy with this foot either. I think this whole thing looks crooked. Like I need to call Sailrite. I'm sewing on a Sailrite fabricator, and I got these extra feet for this machine, like the narrow foot, which was on here. I took it off because like it doesn't line up. Everything looks crooked, and I've tried everything to straighten this thing out. Here, I'll give you guys a peek. Like, I don't know, it's probably hard to tell, but like if you can see like the 1/4 inch mark, like the foot looks crooked. Like, I don't know, like I've messed with this thing and both of the feet look like that. So I don't know if there's something off with the actual machine. I don't know. So I kind of been just eyeballing it. Oh, that's a nice little zoomed in look there. If you guys want to stay zoomed in. Yeah, let me know if you guys like to stay zoomed in more, or the more, you know, wider look. All right, we'll stay zoomed in. That'll work. All right, let's go. Let's roll. Let's roll. I don't think you need a back stitch here, but we're going to anyways. Yeah, I'm not liking this guide here. It feels funny. I'll just hold it. I feel like I can stitch better by hand. I just kind of eyeing it. Now, I don't stitch fast just because I'm like new at this. So that's why one of the reasons I bought this machine is I can literally stitch like this slow. But like I said, I've done a couple of these. I think this is my 3rd strap. I feel a little better. Our stitches are looking nice. I don't know if you can see the stitches. I think you can. Put this up over my shoulder to keep it as straight as possible. See, there's a little tape. I don't think it's really gonna mess anything up. I should have my alcohol swabs out here, but I don't. Like, I swear I gotta like go in crooked on this thing because it's on an angle. Like, I don't know. So right now, this is the the smooth leather foot that I'm using now. It's overall a little wider than the narrow foot, but it's pretty close. Ooh, what I didn't do is check the bobbin. Ruh-roh. Stitches looking good though. Probably should have checked the bobbin. There's that narrow part, that was the wonky end. I'll hit a back stitch right here just in case if we cut it. I'll just sew off of that. I'm gonna finish up. And we're gonna trim. So if you can see, stitches came out nice. Nice. Where are we at here? Nice and you guys are really zoomed in. Holy cow. Okay. So let's do the other side. So, I'm gonna start down here, about so. We'll do a couple stitches in, and we'll back stitch, which I said I don't even know if this is necessary right now. Sorry if I'm blocking it. I'm trying to pull on this bobbin one because it likes to nest up underneath if you don't kind of put some pull on this guy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to block the camera to do this. You guys, sorry. So we're gonna do a little back stitch, and then we're going forward again. With that wonky end. I'm just staying along the edge of the fabric. Alright, now we're getting out to where we're like an inch for both. So hopefully this is the side that everybody sees. Hopefully my bobbin doesn't run out. That would suck. The stitches are looking gorgeous. Might be my straightest line so far. Just letting the machine do the work. It's a walking foot. It's gonna move your material fine. You just gotta keep it straight. May have been the fastest stitch I've done so far. Very therapeutic. Alright, coming up to the end. Throw a back stitch in there. And crank it to the position. Bring that out. We'll back out the camera some. Whoops. And trim. Alright, so we'll trim these ends down here. Like so. All right. There's got to be a better way to do this camera angle here. I want you guys to see some of what's going on outside of just being right up on top of this. But I mean, if you look, it's pretty nice. Sorry, I'm too close. Pretty good. I like it. Alright, so let's get this guy together. Alright, so we got our piece, and we're going to do that stitch that we talked about. Position the strap. All this stuff. So I'm going to do the one at the bottom first, so you guys can see that. Stitch length is still going to be at a 4.5. I don't know if I should back stitch this or not, because I want it to look silly. I'm going to make sure we catch that though. Come up a little bit, then we'll catch it there. So you can see that. A little bit. I can't really see my camera because it's on a holder, so maybe I can do this from in my lap. Oh, that's a nice view, huh? See my little thing up there though. All right, let's see here. So we're just gonna give it one back stitch. It's pretty thick stuff there. Go back one. I'll sew it out like so. Doesn't look too bad. I like that. I like that. So we ran out of bobbin. Look at that. Did you see that? We caught it on film. Ha! I told you I should have checked earlier. That's funny. Awesome. All right, so let's oh, come on. Snap this guy here. Snap this guy here. That's not terrible. Then we'll do one more line here after I change the bobbin out. And then we're going to pop a rivet right through the center. I think it'll look kind of cool since the other one has rivets on the bag. So let's I think I already have a bobbin wound, so let's check that out. Lap cam. Hope it doesn't look too bad, you guys. Sorry. All right. So I pull on this thread so I don't get we'll do one back stitch, forward, forward. Just one more. Ah, I think we missed the whole thing. Back stitch. Then we'll take it out. See how we did. We're all twisted up now. Jesus. Horrible. Worst video ever. Cutting everything off camera, trimming it. That's it. Oh, it looks like we skipped a stitch. We damn sure did. Look at that. Right there. I wonder what we did. Skipped it. But we did back stitch, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. Guess that just happens. But I think a rivet right dead center would look pretty cool. Alright, that's the one end of it. Right. So unfortunately, I'll have to show you guys the wrong way to do a strap because I put the wrong end on first. This single end should have been put on last, and this adjuster strap part should have been put on first. But so this is what you should have done first, or what I should have done first. So you're going to want to put your strap through the top of your connector. Actually, I think it should go this way because you want the smooth edge on the side that's going to be adjustable. So you see how there's a flat, rough edge, not rough, but the edges, and then there's a smooth kind of curved edge. So you want this side facing up on your top of your strap if you like have a particular side that you want up or whatnot. So you go through up, then you're going to go down through the other side, like so. All right. Then you're going to want to put your swivel hook, if it swivels, which I'm pretty sure they all do, but maybe they don't. But you want to put that facing up on the right side, if you have a right side. Like I said, there's swivel, so you probably can use any side. And then you're going to go, make sure you got enough slack in here, especially since we did it backwards. So, slide this guy through. You're going to slide it back up. Am I doing this right? I'm not even doing this right. Yeah, I am. Yeah. So you're going to go, yeah. Back up on the back side of this. Coming back through. Right? Because you want to hook that piece there. Push some, again, since we're doing it backwards, because normally you'd be doing this without this all in here. You would just be doing this piece here. This would not be here. This would not be in the way. This is, so please don't take this as a tutorial because I suck, but we're gonna make this work. Because we have to, because there's no other way around it. So we're going to pull it through. We're going to bring it back through. We're going to need a lot more slack. Alright. We're going to need a lot more slack. Push it through. Push it. Pull it through. Alright, now we're going to tuck it up. Where we think we want it. We're not going to be able to get as close as the other side since we did the wrong side first. So maybe about right, I don't know, maybe here we might be able to get it. Oops, pulling the wrong side. So we'll push it up. Come on. It's a stiff strap. Like I said, I over stabilized it. Alright, so we got that. We got that. We're about there. So we're going to have to stitch it all funky like this. I'll probably have to pull this through here. Sorry, I'm going off camera. I got the camera in front of my face. I can't see what I'm doing. So I think that should give us enough room. Because we're going to stitch here. Stitch here, remember, put a rivet in the middle, just because there's rivets on the D-ring. I think it would look good. So I think that should be enough slack to be able to move this around. But when it's done, you should have an adjustable strap. So let's let's go to stitching this guy here. We'll get as close as we can, because this is gonna end up folding flat. So I don't even have my narrow foot on here, so it might look I don't know. I think we'll get it. I don't know. Right? We live and we learn together. Right? That's the whole point of this channel. That's what I said earlier. And that's what we're doing. So I wasn't recording any of it. It's completed. I put this on backwards. Had to stitch this with all this together because this is the end I should have did first. The adjustable slider part. So I had to manipulate all this to stitch this. And this end should have been put on first or second. So, and of course I forgot to press record and I wasn't able to share it with you guys. It turned out good though. I'm okay with it. Doesn't look bad. And we're gonna go punch some rivet holes in here just to make it look good. Because like I said, the D-rings have rivet holes in them. Alright, so here we go.